Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review, and today we're looking at the Mandalorian from the Mines of Mandalore. It's been quite some time since I have reviewed a Star Wars The Black Series figure, and sadly I'm returning reviewing this one. And here's the side art. And here's the back bio, which reads, reunited with Grogu, Din Djarin undertakes a new quest to reclaim a place in Mandalorian society as his scattered people unite to take a stand against the Imperial Remnant. And I found this figure at Target, so if you need this UPC when you go there, here it is. Now, I'm upset about this figure, just the same as all of you. However, I don't want to just bag on Hasbro for this, for doing this. I want to provide some constructive criticism, what they could improve on in the future, because really I just don't want to be a toxic fan. I don't want to bring any negative vibes to this community. I want to be, positive. I want to have a positive outlook on things, and this is going to be a great challenge for me. However, it is a challenge that I am willing to step up to. So without further ado, let's open this figure up. This figure is the exact same mold as the Glavis Ringworld Mandalorian that came out late last year, earlier this year. And yeah, that body mold, it is like import quality, like how good it is. It is comparable to like Medicom Mafex or SH Figure Arts. And it's no different here. Like you could see just how much sculpted detail is put into this. Right there, those rounds, and his armor right here looking shiny. The Beskar looks perfect. It's almost screen accurate here. And yeah, it's just like the sculpt is so good on this figure. And if you've seen my other review, like you'll know that head sculpt too. Wow, I kind of want to say that helmet is a little better here than those other ones that I mentioned. It's the reason why I haven't gotten them. I'm like, this is like really all I need. It's a perfect Mandalorian for the price that it's at, But what so many people take issue with is the fact that it is just a straight up re-release of the Glavis Ringworld Mando. Here, I'll put them down, move this, just so you get a better look at the two next to each other. And yeah, there's like little to no difference between these two. It isn't night and day, it's just day and day with these guys. The biggest difference, however, being the exclusion of the soft goods cape and the jetpack, right? So this figure right here, this is the brand new one, the Mines of Mandalore. He comes with the old molded plastic cape, which was introduced way, way back in 2019 when the show first debuted. And for years, collectors begged Hasbro to stop, do away with this cape because it just limited what you could do with him. You couldn't put the jetpack on at the same time. It was, I don't know, it was really annoying. So when this guy was announced and was released, it was such a breath of fresh air being able to move this cape out of the way and have him wearing it while the jetpack is equipped. And just to prove that cape is the old mold, let's bring in an older one. This is from the first wave of the Galaxy art, or second, I forget which one. But yeah, you can see they're the same exact mold. This one is just a bit brighter in comparison. I understand why Hasbro did this. Money, obviously. Another reason is because they wanted this Mandalorian to be in the Galaxy side art. They wanted this to be a part of the Mandalorian line. And what other way than to just simply just re-release it under that name? However, they got rid of what made this figure so special, and they just did not give anything new to this one to really set it apart, to really sell you on buying it. Yeah, huge bummer. However, like I said, I want to look at this figure for what it is. I don't want to compare it and see oh, it's just a re-release, it's bad, 0 out of 10. I don't want to do that. I want to focus entirely on this figure as if it was brand new, as if that Glavis Ringworld hadn't come out. I want to review it under those lenses, and then I will give my personal opinion on it. I say that after bagging on the figure. No, but I do love the paint apps here and the sculpted detail. It is the same as the Glavis Ringworld, but that's not a bad thing because that figure is amazing. Here it is no different. Amazing sculpt, amazing paint apps. Again, that helmet is top notch. And going around to the back, and you have those same exact peg holes. So if you do have that jetpack, you do have a ion blaster rifle, you can just plug it in to these slots right here. And then going down, yeah, even more sculpted detail, even under the cape, like where you can't see it, they added even more detail right there. That's awesome. And then going down, you get painted. Yeah, this brown right here is actually a different brown compared to the rest of the boot. It's painted on. Very neat. That's usually like something, a detail that like Hasbro would just skip over, but I mean, yeah, they left no stone unturned with this guy and his gauntlets. Man, they look amazing, packed with so much detail in each one. Yeah, this figure, the sculpt and paint apps are just supreme. Now going over accessories, the first one he comes with is his iconic blaster pistol. This piece looks amazing as well. Lots of sculpted detail in there, and the silver paint they used is great. Love the grain of wood too, like the detailed lines all throughout the handle. Very neat. And you are able to plug it into his holster right here. Super easy to do it too. All you do is slide it in and it stays there. The next accessory he comes with is the dark saber. Absolutely love this piece. Kind of wish we had those like little like squiggly lines like it shows in Clone Wars, but yeah, still nonetheless, it is a good looking piece. Looks like a dark saber should. And then there's the handle. Really love that. No painted detail on there, but yeah, they do have like a silvery plastic used, like some glitter thrown in, so it does have a bit of shine to it. And the darksaber itself is also a bit shiny. And you can just take this out, the peg, and then you just have the pommel right here. Is that what it's called? Yeah, we'll stick with that. And that is able to hook into this little hook on the back. And you're able to pose him with it just hanging down. He also comes with a vibro blade. These things are awesome, and yeah, it's a pretty cool inclusion. However, it doesn't really fit in his hands all too well. As you can see there, his hand is a little too wide. The same for the other side. I did see this post on Instagram though. Let's see. So I saw someone like store the vibro blade in the boot right here. And yeah, that's great, dude. I'm going to have to do that for my Book of Boba Fett, the Glavis Ringworld. I don't know where I put the knife. I misplaced it. So yeah, this is the old like Cara Dune treatment right here. Actually, upon further review, I believe this is intentional. You can see like the sculpt of the pants right here just kind of like shoot in out of nowhere. And taking this vibroblade out, you could see there's a little hole right there. So yeah, maybe it wasn't just a coincidence. Maybe it was intentional for you to put that blade in there. I never knew that. That's awesome. Now for articulation, the head moves up this much, goes down that much. There's some great pivot and side-to-side movement. The arm is able to move this far up, is able to go this far back, and this far forward. He has rotation at the shoulder. Oops, there we go. And he has a single jointed elbow, which also has rotation. And he has a standard wrist hinge going up, down, all the way around. He's able to bend this far back and this far forward. He also has pivot at that diaphragm joint and some side-to-side movement. Not too much, though. And his leg is able to kick out this much, go out to the side that much, go back, not really at all. He has upper thigh swivel, a single jointed knee that is able to rotate, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has... Now time for the size comparisons. Here he is next to R5 and Grogu, Bo-Katan Kryze and Ahsoka Tano, Fennec Shand and Boba Fett, Gideon and a Dark Trooper. Here he is next to the Glavis Ringworld and the old version of Mando And I was gonna say this earlier. I kind of like the way this is like sort of resting on his chest as opposed to this. It's kind of like sticking out a bit, but this one is like resting a bit more flat. I'm guessing because it needed to tuck that cape in. But yeah, I am kind of liking the torso on this version more. Then, last but not least, we have Gary the Stormtrooper. All right, time for my final rating, my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give him a final rating of 9 out of 10 without context of the Glavis Ringworld Mandalorian. This figure alone is easily a 9 out of 10 for me. In my opinion, you could go as low as 8.5 or 8 if you'd like, but I think this is a very strong figure. I think the sculpt is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably the best part of this figure, and the paint apps are right behind it, being great as well. The accessories are fine as too. Having his blaster pistol, dark saber, and a vibroblade. All the essentials he needs. Well, most of them. What it really comes down to though is how you view this figure. You could view it as something entirely new, like I am right now, or you could choose to look at it as another lazy cash grab from Hasbro. It's not as good as Glavis Ringworld. We get it. It's not. It doesn't come with a jetpack or cloth goods cape. Yeah, this pickup for me wasn't so much of a, oh, I need this figure. It was, I want to share it with everyone here. I want to make a video on it. Because me personally, if I wasn't running this YouTube channel, I would have never even touched this figure. I would have left it on the peg where it was. I would have I would have avoided it like the plague. However, I feel as if it was my duty to inform everyone here what this figure is all about, and to let you all know, like, yeah, it's not that much different from Glavis. So if you have that version, don't even bother with this. But still, I think it is a pretty solid figure. Is it as good as the other one? No. But is it good? Yeah. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.